Welcome to the Escort training video. We've just finished a couple of Raider missions, and we've got some escorts, or rather merchant ships in orbit, so we can select a escort mission. Now notice this is kind of orange, so let's go check that out. On the score screen it says we've built up 831 bad political points with the civilian. What that means is that we could easily end up running into some renegades, so we're going to hope that we don't. We'll go back to the profile, we'll do a resume. Now we're not interested in blowing anything up on an easy escort, but we may need to protect ourselves. So we've selected easy escort, and what happens is the system will pick the ship for us to return. So we'll go to upgrades, go to defensive systems, and I think what we're going to do is maybe add some armor, maybe add a tractor shear so they can't grab a hold of us, and maybe instead what we'll do is we'll put a couple of point defense lasers on. That'll hopefully take out any missiles if we run into some bad guys. So what we're going to do is we're going to start the mission. Now what's different about an easy escort is that as soon as we hit the system in orbit about the pirate base, our FTL drive is going to spin up at the same time that the merchant ship that we're escorting is going to spin up. So both ships are going to spin up. They're going to leave the system and they're going to go to the target system where we have to release the ship. So we'll start it, and notice that they're spinning up, they're headed out together, and they're headed over here. So you haven't had to do anything at this point. Now what's happening is we got there just a little bit faster, so we're going to speed up the time, and there we go. There's the ship we're escorting. So we're going to click on it, and he's going to wait for us. So we're going to jump over to him, and now we're going to head on back over, and notice he's turning around. The prize crew is in control of the ship, and they've changed the heading so that we are coming together as quickly as possible. When we close to within normal tractor range of 4,000, what we're going to do is tractor it so we can come to a speed of 0. There we go. Up. Went a little too fast. So we'll slow down. I forgot I replaced one of the tractors, so it can't grab him as easily. Now we will be able to hold on, and notice that our range is staying at about 1100. Now we can speed things back up a little bit. I kind of like anything from 5 to about 8. And the crew's been transferred, and he's back to normal, so now we go home. Now it might look like we're not making a lot of money on this mission. It's about 400. Let's go into orbit. Get back into the base. Okay, So we'll refuel. Now notice the repair all button says minus 2400. So we go over here, and what that represents is the value of the prize crew coming back with us. So we'll click it, and our cash was increased, and now we're ready to do the next mission. Only this time we're going to do a normal escort. So we're going to come over here, click normal escort. We'll pick the sector, and this is a substantially more complex mission. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to go to profile and save. We'll go to score, and notice that our impact value has been decreased from 831, I believe, to 657. So as we do these good missions, this will come down. So you can manage your civilian impact by doing a series of raider missions and escort missions. So we'll come back here, go back to upgrades. Now, because we're going to be doing an escort mission, we need to be armed. So we'll do an auto configure, and we got one laser. I'm not real excited about that. So I think what I'm going to do is come over here to weapons and go to a medium missile, and actually we'll just make that 3 missiles, and that will give us some good firepower. We'll come back to defense and put some armor in, because our objective is going to be to protect this escorted merchant ship. We might not need this, but for the purposes of the training video, I'm going to leave the scanner in. This will allow us to complete the mission faster, and there's a 2-part star map jump. The first part is to jump to the ship we're going to escort, and from there we're going to jump to the actual delivery system. So we'll start the mission. We're going to increase our speed to about, well, let's make it 1,000, because we're not going to be tractoring stuff. No. Go to the star map, and there's where we're supposed to meet up with our merchant ship. The merchant ship is purple, so make sure it's selected, and let's jump to him. And what we want to do is we can speed that up. Let me slow this down. I want to describe a couple things. What's going to happen at this point is when we get close enough, the merchant ship will transfer the jump coordinates for the delivery. So as soon as we're close enough to be identified, they'll transfer the coordinates, and then the 2 ships will synchronize and jump out of this system, just like the Easy Escort mission did. And we'll speed it up to 15. There we go. They're spinning up, and now they're headed out together. Okay, now let's slow this down. Notice we got some renegades. Our escort ship doesn't appear to be in the system yet. So we'll click on the renegades, and we will jump to them. While we're jumping, the Austin came in. So the renegades are sort of split up and started to head out. So what we're going to do is select this guy and follow him. He's got 2 missiles also. And we'll speed this up to about, let's make it 4 so we got plenty of time. Now I'm going to follow the ship I need to protect, and I'm going to retarget a different renegade. This renegade's got 2 missiles also, so this may not be pretty. We've got 2 ships armed as well as we are, basically, And we're going to go ahead and fire now, or pretty quick. We'll wait for this to get up a little bit. And we're going to slow our speed down. This guy is, let's slow this down so we can check this out. Since we're going to want to stay in formation with him, let's slow down to about, say, 350. That'll keep us faster, but yet close. We're going to continue to follow, zoom out, click on the guy that we just shot, and he did get hurt, which is good. His weapons console is not hurt very bad. We'll speed this back up to about 3. Notice now they're shooting at us. Which is not bad, because what it does is it keeps the damage from happening to the merchant ship. This guy's closer. We'll target him. Lost one of our missiles. Now, this would be a good time to explain this. When you see brown, what's happened is one of them has been powered down. Probably this. Oh, nope. He's actually destroyed. So that's why it's brown. But if we were having an energy problem, you would see it black. And that would mean that we're out of power. And as soon as something else changes, it might come back online. So we'll make sure we're following him. We'll kind of zoom out. Let's target this guy. He's the closer of the two to our target. Oh, good, we got one. Now that we've only got one, we could follow the lone remaining. Far out. We got probably a little help from the frigate. So this guy, we're not going to lose too much value in cargo. Our reward is going to be based on how much cargo actually got delivered. Okay, so now that we've kind of finished this mission, we can head back home. We are hurt a little bit, so hull is down, so this is going to be an expensive mission. We did pull in about 10-4. So we'll head out, go back, and go into orbit. We're also going to find out that our impact value with the civilian trader is better. Notice it went from orange to yellow. So we'll do missions, fuel, and we ended up with more damage than the mission was worth. Remember that table in the user guide, it points out risk from left to right and from easy to normal to hard. So at this point we're back here, we're all repaired. If we were to go to the profile and the score, we would see that that 600 got dropped again. So we'll go back to the profile, save, resume, and that's the end of the Raider training video.